Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another legal breaking reporting video analysis update. The Smithsonian has changed Trump's role in the January 6, 2021 Capitol attack / illegal insurrection caused by Donald Trump. Ladies and gentlemen, the article is titled, "The Smithsonian changes its description of Trump's role on January 6th. Ladies and gentlemen, and the article reads, "The Smithsonian put up new text on Friday that changed its description of Trump's impeachment following the January 6, 2021 attack on the Capitol. The new text removed previous reference to Mr. Trump's incitement charge being based on repeated false statements challenging the 2020 election results and giving a speech that encouraged and foreseeably resulted in imminent lawless action at the Capitol. The new label reads, on January 13, 2021, Donald Trump became the first president to be impeached twice. The charge was incitement of insurrection based on his challenge of the 2020 election results and on his speech on January 6th because Trump's term ended on January 20, because he became the first former president tried by the Senate. He was acquitted on January 13, 2021. Illegally, my editorial addition, ladies and gentlemen. The change came after the National Museum of American History in Washington last month took down a temporary addition to an exhibition about the American presidency that referred to Trump's two impeachments, to update it as part of what museum officials described as a review of the institution's content for bias. The new labeling that went up on Friday also changed the description of Trump's first impeachment in 2019, adding the word alleged solicitation of foreign interference in the 2020 election, presidential election, and defiance of congressional subpoenas. The Smithsonian said on Friday in a statement that at the heart of the Smithsonian's work is a steadfast commitment to scholarship, rigorous research, and the accurate, factual presentation of history, adhering to principles foundational to our role as the nation's museum. We take great care to ensure that what we present to the public reflects both intellectual integrity and thoughtful design, the Smithsonian said. It noted that the placard it had replaced had been put up as a temporary exhibit in 2021, and that it had blocked some of the other items in the display case. We removed it to make way for a more permanent update to the content inside the case, the Smithsonian said. Samuel J. Redman, a professor of history at the University of Massachusetts Amherst, said that while historians were bound to continually revise their takes on history, he found some of the changes to be troubling. The resulting chilling effect seems clear, he said. The Smithsonian curators and museum specialists are walking a tightrope, attempting to stick to factual interpretations about the recent past while experiencing pressure to minimize any bad information about the Trump administration. The new labeling is accompanied by new artifacts, admission tickets to the Senate gallery after Mr. Trump's first impeachment. The updated display also includes a rewrite of the main exhibit panel to more fully explain the mechanics of impeachment, the Smithsonian said. The removal of the original text in July came after the Smithsonian's Board of Regents, which governs the institution, had committed to reviewing its content after pressure from the Trump administration. Mr. Trump has called for what he has described as a more positive framing of the country's history in Smithsonian museums after the president announced this spring that he had fired the director of another museum, the National Portrait Gallery. The Smithsonian asserted that it holds the power over personnel, but the director then resigned. The temporary removal of the label about Mr. Trump's impeachments became national news, and some critics accused the Smithsonian of bowing to pressure from the White House to rewrite history. The Smithsonian said it had received no presidential instruction to take it down, and that it made the changes because the temporary display did not meet its usual presentational standards. The labeling was part of an exhibit on the American presidency that opened at the Museum of American History in 2000. The exhibit also includes information about the impeachments of former presidents Andrew Johnson and Bill Clinton, and notes former President Richard M. Nixon was facing possible impeachment when he resigned from office. A label referencing Mr. Trump's two impeachments was added in 2021. Mr. Trump is the only American president to have been impeached twice, in 2019 and in 2021. He was acquitted both times after facing trials in the Senate. The Smithsonian has been closely scrutinized by Mr. Trump, who issued an executive order in March asserting that the country had witnessed a concerted and widespread effort to rewrite our nation's history by the institution. He also, argued that the Smithsonian had come under the influence of a divine race-centered ideology in the order, he called on Vice President J.D. Vance, a member of the Smithsonian's board, to work with Congress to exhibit expenditure on exhibitions or programs that degrade shared American values, divide Americans by race, or promote ideologies inconsistent with federal law. Ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for this legal breaking reporting and video analysis update. If you did enjoy this legal breaking reporting and video analysis update, please firstly like, comment, share, subscribe, and enjoy. Secondly, if you would like to make sure you're always up to date on all the things legal breaking reporting wise, please follow me on my social medias. That'll be linked in the video description below. I'm on Instagram, Snapchat, Threads, as well as TikTok and Instagram. You guys will be updated instantly when I upload brand new legal breaking reporting video analysis updates to the YouTube channel. Thirdly, you guys can also stay up to date and make sure that you stay up to date on all the things legal breaking reporting wise on the side of politics by hitting the bell icon as well as the all notifications option. Fourthly, ladies and gentlemen, please stay safe. Please stay positive. And always look for the points of light in today's unfortunate illegal induced darkness caused by the illegal unconstitutional Trump regime. Lastly, ladies and gentlemen, fifth but last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, please help me reach and achieve the goal of 240 plus subscribers. Ladies and gentlemen, the reason why I'm saying 240 plus subscribers is because right after we reach and achieve the goal of 240 subscribers, we have more subscribers to reach and achieve right after we reach and achieve the goal of 240 subscribers. Lastly, ladies and gentlemen, until my next legal breaking reporting video analysis update, please, in the meantime, look out for my next legal breaking reporting video analysis update. And I will look forward to talking to you guys in the next legal breaking reporting video analysis update.